When a great saint realizes that God has become everything, he says certain things. And we people, we are ordinary people, we listen to these greats. Acharya Shankar very beautifully describes what is spiritual practice. Says the practices of the spiritually perfect, when done consciously with labor, is sadhana. So, for example, Sri Ramakrishna or Swami Vivekananda or Shankaracharya or any of the great Advaitins whom we have heard of, they did certain things naturally because they saw like that. You might have seen kids trying to act like their parents. They try to talk and walk like their parents. They like to sit, they like to pose. Just like that. Spiritual practices are just that. You have read the biography of Sri Ramakrishna. You have read the biography of, say, Shankaracharya or whomsoever you respect. And then you try to put yourself in that mold. Someday when you realize the ultimate truth, nothing new comes to your life. Dear listeners, a word of caution, a word of caution. Many of those who are into spiritual life, some of you might be, you think that it's some kind of sudden conversion. The idea of sudden conversion implies that you are living one kind of life and you are doing maybe some meditation, some japam, some worship, and one fine day you will suddenly have vision of God. You will have some vision of God and your life will change forever. No, it doesn't work like that. It might have happened with one or two persons, but no, that's not the rule. What happens is you accept the truth of whatever you want to. Say, for example, you want to be an Advaitin. You take up the reality of Advaita, start practicing it. Those of you who have read about how crystallization takes place might know that it's a saturated solution. There is a super saturated solution. And finally, a crystal comes from outside and this formation of crystal. Spiritual realization happens like this. For nearly every spiritual practitioner, for nearly every, there are one or two exceptions, but they're exceptions. They're the masters. If you are serious about spiritual life, first you decide what kind of relation you want. Do you want Advaita or do you want Bhakti? Fine. You want Bhakti, let's say. You want to feel that Krishna has become everything. Now treat the world accordingly. Krishna alone has become everything. And you become fully established in it. Fully established in it. Anyone who is committing some kind of mischief, you think it's naughty Krishna. So, like we have in description in Bhagavata, where when Krishna is acting naughty, and when Krishna is acting naughty, his mother Yashoda punishes him, ties him with a rope. So these things will happen. Not that you are not supposed to all those things. You can. But mind it, when the final realization comes, it is just vetting of the practices that you have been doing.